Hello, I'm Essie, the homeless woman, and I've been living in my car over 12 years. When I first started living in my car, it wasn't by choice, but now it is. Um, Rent is extremely expensive in my area. One bedroom go from $2,000 to $2,500, and I don't want to go to work just to pay rent for my furniture. Because with that kind of money, I won't really be inside enjoying the place. I'll be working, trying to pay for the place, and it's just sitting there empty with nobody in there but furniture. So, in order to um, live good in every other area of my life, like eat good, as you can see, I done put on some weight since I started working in 2019. um, Eat good, buy the things that I need, some things that I want, and buy craft, buy yarn, all kinds of yarns, um, and just have a more fulfilling life. That's why I continue to stay in my car after I started working. Um, it's hard trying to pay rent and have a car to pay a car note, and you have problems in apartment buildings. I did another video about how I really do not want to move into an apartment building because there's really no peace in an apartment building. So where I'm at today is um, I have, I was just going to say I have two cars. I had two cars. I was hit by a drunk driver about 2 weeks ago. Today is June the 14th, and I was hit June the 2nd by a drunk driver and totaled my 21 Toyota Sienna. So now I just have my '03 Toyota Camry that I've been sleeping in for over 12 years. And a lot of people tried to get me to sell it. I wouldn't say a lot of people, some people tried to get me to sell it. People was putting notes on my car. They was interested in buying it. But some just told me not to sell it, to keep it, and to sleep in it and get out of it and get into the van and go where I need to go in the van. I won't have to worry about changing things over. Plus, I was using the van to do Uber. So now that I have a drunk driver has hit me and the van has been totaled, I'm glad I kept my car. Because where would I be sleeping now? So, um, I have an update on the person that hit me. It was a female. She was 27 years old, which I suspected that the person was in their 20s anyway. 27 years old, and her alcohol level was 0.23, and the legal limit for California is 0.08. So she was two times over the limit. And so me and her, Uber had the same insurance as she did, which is Progressive. Now, I didn't know how none of this worked because I had never been in such a major accident. And the insurance company called me the very next day and wanted a recorded statement about what happened and my injuries and everything. And so I recorded the statement. I did ask her for a rental, and she said that I couldn't. Uber don't have rental under their policy, which was a lie. Uber do have rental under their policy. So if anybody's seeing this video that do Uber, if you get into an accident and your car is not drivable, they do have, they can give you a rental the very next day. They just trying to save money. She told me I had to find out who the other person's insurance was to get a rental under their insurance. But she could have gave me a rental under Uber's policy, and when she found out who the other person's insurance was, she could have went after the other person's insurance for a reimbursement. But she didn't do that. She told me no, that Uber don't offer insurance when they, a rent a car when they do. So I went 5 days without a rent a car. And then an injury person, a person that's over the injury department stuff, she called me from the Uber policy, and she wanted a recorded statement as well, which I gave a recorded statement, and I asked for a rent a car. She said, I'll give you a rent a car under Uber's policy. That's how I knew the other lady was lying. The other lady was, she was taking care of the damage to the vehicle, the property damage. So this other lady that was taking care of the injury settlement, she the one gave me the rental because I asked like 2 times. But they are trying to get out of spending as much money as possible. They don't want to spend. They're trying to spend as least as possible. So, Uber drivers, if you get in an accident, ask for a rental. Actually, demand a rental. And if the other person is at fault, whatever, they could take it from, reimbursed from their insurance company. So, coming to find out all these recorded statements, you have to be careful because they recording these statements to use against you later. Just like the police, when you talk too much to the police, everything you say can be held against you in a court of law. It's the same thing with insurance companies. Didn't know that. So they call you the next day after you had an accident, and then they want to know your injuries and stuff. They want to know what hurts and all that stuff. Sometimes things don't kick in and start hurting until some time has passed. So, you're telling them at the time what's hurting on you, or the day of the accident, and at the time you're telling them, but a week later, several days later, something else could start hurting on you. So they will, if it goes to court, then they will play that in court and say, well, you didn't say, you said your right leg was hurting, now your left leg hurting. You didn't say this in the recording. So I'm learning how things work, and I have to talk to another part of Uber's insurance tomorrow, the injury person, because I'm filing a claim, and now he wants a recorded statement. So now I know how it works. So I'm gonna be careful with what I say and how I word things, because they're gonna use it against me if it goes to court, which I don't want it to go to court. I don't want no long drawn out. I don't have any physical injuries. I just have like mental. So, and I want to be compensated for that because what they offered me was not enough. So, I'm in a rent-a-car now, and it's Thursday. It's actually Thursday morning. It's like 1:30 in the morning. So, I have to take this rental back Friday. And it's so much I have to do because I got 2 appointments tomorrow over the phone, and then I have to take my Toyota Camry and get it worked on because there's a leak, and then the needle is going too hot when I drive it. I can't drive it too long, so I need to go get that fixed before I take the rental back. Then I got a dentist appointment on Friday, where I might have a couple of wisdom tooth removed. So I don't know how I'm gonna do all this in 2 days. But I just decided I record another video and let you guys know what is going on. I don't have much to say. It's just been very depressing, all of this. And I feel like I'm at a crossroads, I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to go. and I'm hoping I'm doing right by the things that I'm doing. But I'm like, I've been having dreams, and I've been seeing things in my dreams that that make me believe that things is finna change for the good. And I'm hoping they do. But I just feel like I don't know which way to go. So I've been praying, and I know that Yahweh is in control, and everything is going to be okay. I know He got my back. So I don't know what else to talk about. I had a lot to say, but I did not think about it before I turned the camera on. Exactly what all I was going to say. But I need to record more on this channel. Um, Start thinking of some things I can record, and do more recording, and maybe even do more blogging. So I'm in the parking lot. The city I live in, you cannot sleep on the streets in your car. It's illegal to sleep in your car on the streets. So a parking lot is considered private property. So this is where I have been sleeping for basically all of my homeless life in a parking lot. I did start sleeping one time on the street because I forgot. I totally forgot. And after I think after a couple of months, I got a note on my car saying that it's going to be towed in 72 hours if I don't move it. So I moved it. Um, so I'm back in the parking lot, but it's cool here. I just don't know. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Um, I wish I had more to say. I don't though. I can't think of anything. I might not even upload this video. uh, I'm 49 years old. Sometimes I think about, I thought my life would be, I thought I would be a lot further in life than what I am right now. When I see other people that's in their 40s, that they have a house, they have a good paying job, they have a marriage, they have kids. And I look at those people and I think they're older than me. But really, I'm older than them. And so sometimes I kind of think of myself like, you know how sometimes people can see you and you can't see yourself? Like, I was talking to this lady. This, I call her a girl really because she act like a girl. She's in her 30s, but she act like a teenager. Every time I see her, she's talking about some guy. I guess I would say man because he's in his 30s, but I like to say boy because she act like a girl. So, and I was talking to her one night, and so we got a little more deep into our talking, and so she was telling me, that she don't have kids either. So we were talking about that, and I said, yeah. I think she asked me, do I want kids? I said, yeah. One day I'm gonna get married and I'm gonna have kids. And she looked at me and she said, how you gonna do that? She said, do you still have a period? I said, sometimes. I thought that was so funny because, when I look at myself, I'm like, yeah, I'm older, but I'm not that old where I can't have kids. I mean, when I think of the stories in the Bible with Elizabeth, which is John the Baptist's mother, and I think about it was someone else that was old. Oh, Sarah, Isaac's mother. She was old, very old from what I read and learned. She was very old, and they had babies. So the Heavenly Father blessed them to get pregnant. And I have been seeing things on social media. I saw two women that were 50 and they were pregnant. So as long as you have a period, you can get pregnant no matter how old you are. My mother has a friend that's in her early 60s. So her period stopped for like, I think 10 years, and then it came back on. And so I told her, I said, you can get pregnant. You know that, right? So, yeah, she's in her 60s. So, you know, it's the Heavenly Father showed me that I was going to have kids. And so I believe what the Heavenly Father showed me. Um, when you believe things, when the Heavenly Father show you something, it looks like it's not going to happen. But it says in the Bible that people that believe him, I think it says that those you please him or something to that effect. That he love it when you believe him. When you have faith in whatever he showed you that's going to happen. He loves that. You make him happy when you have faith and you believe what he shows you. And I mean, he's not going to show you something that look like it's going to happen. He's going to show you something that it look like it's not going to happen. So he been showing me a little baby boy for years. And I believe it's going to happen because what do I have to lose? Like, why would I not believe it? What would I have to lose by believing? Especially that, I mean, the Heavenly Father is the only one that's going to keep his word out of everyone. He is the only one that's going to keep his word. And that I do know. That he's not a liar. So just because other people doubt, nobody believe I'm going to have kids. Nobody. So just because other people doubt don't mean I'm going to doubt, because he didn't show them that I was going to have kids. He showed me I was going to have kids. And it's for me to believe. But I know that sometimes it's hard for people to believe because it looks like it's not going to happen. Then you have a whole bunch of people around you telling you it's not going to happen. Looking at you crazy because you talking like they don't believe at all. Just like if, like, say I was shown that I was going to be rich, and so I talk like it. I be telling my mother, when I get rich, I'm going to do this and that. When I get rich, this and that. So I told her, when I get rich, I'm going to get you a cook, someone to cook your meals for you so he can cook you healthy meals. Because she has some medical issues. And so I always talk like that. So one day I was at her house and I was telling her when I get rich, and my cousin was in the other room because he rents a room from my mother. When you get what? Rich? Child, please. I'm like, whatever. You'll see. You'll see. And don't come calling me asking me for money either. Because you didn't believe me. But yeah. Yeah. That's one thing I believe 100%. I'm going to be rich. Don't know how it's going to happen. Actually, I was told to play the lottery. I had two or three dreams telling me to play the lottery because the first dream I had that told me to play the lottery, I played it, then I stopped. Then I had another dream telling me to play the lottery. And so I've been playing it ever since. And it's been over a year, and I've been playing the lottery because the dream told me to play the lottery. So I said, okay, well, maybe that's how it's going to happen. I don't know. But, so I play it every week. I only spend, I spend $10 a week, yeah, on the lottery. I don't spend a whole lot. I don't have to go broke. But long as I play. So, yeah. Well, I'm going to try to make more videos. Um, it's just been, since I'm not working, I'm not doing Uber, so I have more free time on my hands. So I'll try to do more videos. So I'm going to talk to you guys another day or night. And I hope everything goes okay with you guys. If life is hard, don't give up. Just ride it out. It'll get better. Because things never stay the same. Keep living and they'll change. It'll change. I remember Angelina Jolie, she was going to take her life one time. I remember her saying it. She was going to pay someone to take her life. And because I guess she couldn't bring herself to do it herself, so the guy that she was going to pay to do it told her to wait. I don't know if he told her to wait a day or whatever. But he gave her a time period to wait, and if she still felt that way, that he would do it. So she waited, and I guess things changed in the time the limit that he gave her, and so it never happened. And now she's here. She's still here. She done married Brad Pitt. She done had several kids and adopted several kids. So, it's good to hear stories like that because when you take your own life, you didn't even give it a chance to change. It takes time for things to change. There's been time in my life where I thought that this is just it. Like I'm going through something. And when you're going through a tough time in your life, you can't see past that. All you see, it's kind of like a brick wall. And that's all you see is that brick wall. And you don't know how you're going to get on the other side of that brick wall. It's like a brick wall standing in your path. And you don't know how you're going to get through it or around it or whatever. You just don't know how. And so you can't see past that brick wall. But either it'll come down or you'll climb over it or something if you just wait. Things will change. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Good night.